Yes, very good morning, all of you, dear students. So far, we are discussing introduction about this magnetic effects of electric current, dear students. And today also, I am going to discuss just Eirsted experiment. And last class, just I given a clue about Eirsted experiment. And one more important concept, that magnetic field and magnetic field lines. How magnetic field lines we can draw for a bar magnet. So today, through these two concepts, we are going to discuss, dear students, and properties of these field lines and different important node points I am going to discuss. And already we know about a magnet, right? And for every magnet it contains two poles, a north and a south pole. And we know very well two like poles are repel each other and two unlike poles are attract each other, right? And already I told magnetic magnets always exists in pairs, right? And a repulsion is a test of magnetism. This everything all concepts I am discussed about last class, and I discussed about Eichstätt experiment also. Just by voice message, just I discussed, just I given a clue about that Eichstätt experiment. Today, just I want to go, just I want to going to discuss briefly about this Eichstätt experiment, how it will be, and using diagram I am going to discuss. Right. First, before that, just I'm entering a node point. So in this about before this chapter, I mean before that related to this, we are discussed about electricity chapter, right? Previous chapter on electricity, we learn about the heating effects of electric current, right? Where we already discussed about heating effects, how heating effects of electric current will be occur. That everything we discussed in last class. I mean last chapter. And what could be the other effects of electric current? So we know very well heating effects of electric current. What could be the other effects of electric current? So we know that an electric current carrying wire behaves like a magnet. So how it behaves like a magnet, just I discussed also to you. So related to the Eichstätt experiment, just I want to discuss about activity with you. So that is activity is first you can take a straight thick copper wire. Copper wire means why I am taking copper wire means it's actually it is a good metal, and it is all metals are good conductors of electricity. It is a metal copper, so it is a good conductor of it. It will be conduct easily the electricity. So further I am taking a copper wire. I am taking here indirectly a conducting wire. Conductor is nothing but what? It conduct electricity. Insulator does not conduct. For example, if you take a wood, I am not taking here a wood. I am taking here a copper only. Why? Because it's a conductor, right? So, for example, if you take a straight thick copper wire and place it between the X and Y in electric circuit, right? X and Y in a electric circuit, and as shown in figure 13.1, it is a figure 13.1. It is a 13.1 figure. We will discuss about that figure. And the wire xy is kept perpendicular to the plane of paper. If you take that wire and a paper, that wire you can keep perpendicular to the plane of paper, right? Yes. For example, the paper will be like this, means if you wire keep like this, the paper will be like this is a paper. If you keep wire like this, so for this paper it is a perpendicular, right? Yes. Now horizontally place a small compass near to this copper wire, so position of its needle C and position of its needle, not so, it is a C, its position of needle, right? And pass the current through the circuit wire, inserting the key into the plug. If you plug is if you I mean switch is closed, the current is passed through the wire. And observe change in the position of the needle, right? This is about already we discussed. This activity is related to Eichstätt experiment. See that only here I am taking so it is a compass needle, so it is a copper wire, right? And it is connected to the variable resistance. It is connected to the ammeter. It shows the, it measures the current ammeter, and it is connected to the battery, a positive or negative, right? And so this one, it is connected as a plug key, and it is also again connected to the variable resistance. So whenever the current is passed through this current copper wire, here the magnetic needle shows the, it is nothing, just you can delete this dotted, and the magnetic needle shows the deflection. Now already I told, if you place this compass needle over the current carrying conductor also, and the magnetic needle shows the deflection over around it. Understood my point? If you place a magnetic needle here, of course when current is passing through current carrying conductor, the magnetic needle shows deflection. Of course, if we place this magnetic needle around the current carrying conductor, the magnetic needle also shows the deflection around the current carrying conductor. So this is about whenever current. This is about from Oersted experiment we can conclude it. Whenever the current carrying conductor will be there, if magnetic needle will be there means it will be shows the deflection. So current carrying conductor will produces the magnetic effect. So this is about a very beautiful relation, a very beautiful conclusion given by Oersted, right? So that one I am telling here, compass needle is deflected and passing an electric current through a metallic conductor, right? Yes. From above the diagram, the magnetic needle is deflected when electric current passing through a metallic conductor. Thus, we can say that the electricity and magnetism are linked to each other. So before 19th century, there is no relationship between these electricity and magnetism. So after entering, I think 1826, like that, Eirsted given this conclusion. So from that onwards, we are telling there will be a relationship between electricity and magnetism. So by his Eirsted experiment. So now I want to introduce with you about Oersted. His full name is that in the form of note I am telling Hans Christian Oersted. So 1770s, 1777, 1851. It is a birth and it is a expiry date. See, Hans Christian Oersted, one of the leading scientists of the 19th century, played a crucial role in understanding electromagnetism. So in 1820, not 1826, in 1820, he accidentally discovered that a compass needle got deflected when electric current passed through a metallic wire placed nearby. So that only we discussed till now. So through this observation, Oersted showed that electricity and magnetism were related phenomena, and his research later created technologies such as the radio, television, and fiber optics. So, from by his honor, so on the unit of magnetic field strength is named the Oersted in his honor. So, due to his phenomenon, due to his wonderful experiment, so they kept the unit of magnetic field strength is Oersted by his honor. So this is about how he performed the activity. Uh, and next one is a note 2. This is a general note 2, general note point. See, we know that a compass needle gets deflected when brought a near bar magnet. So before this Einstein experiment, so how the magnetic needle will be deflected means whenever if you keep the magnetic needle nearby the bar magnet, then it will be deflected. That is a normal phenomena. So that everyone knows. So after he entering after in case of 19th century only he was related a relationship between electricity and magnetism. So before that we know very well the magnetic needle, I mean compass needle and magnetic needle shows reflection whenever if we keep the nearby the bar magnet. And a compass needle is in fact a small bar magnet. It is nothing but a small bar magnet, right? Yes. So the ends of the compass needle point approximately towards north and south direction. So the ends of compass needle approximately towards the north and south directions only. And the ending point towards the north is called north seeking or north pole. The ending point towards the north is called north seeking or north pole. And the other end that points towards south is called south seeking or south pole. Yes. So through various activities, we have observed that like poles repel and while unlike poles of magnets attract. It is a general node point, right? So why I am discussing this node point means before Eirsted phenomena. So how magnetic compass needle shows deflection means if you bring that compass needle near the bar magnet, it will be deflected. And from various observations, we can observe like poles repel each other and unlike poles will be attract each other. And for every ends of the magnetic needle approximately towards north and south direction. So the ending point towards north is called north seeking or north pole, and ending point towards south is called south seeking or south pole. Right. So this is about second node point, dear students.